Welcome back to SNS Courtside. Of course, we're here to talk about the NBA Finals. Man, what a tough loss for the Pacers. I think their heart is gone, Sean. I think your heart just got took. I think I just watched Kano rip your heart out of your chest and stomp on it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say heart.
Remember when Kano ripped the heart out the chest in Mortal Kombat? That's what I just watched. I just watched y'all get finished, possibly. I hope not, though.
Ooh, we'll see.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I just watched. But y'all tap in, like, share, subscribe. With no more blah, blah. Let's get into this thing, man. Expert, me and you talked during the game. And, Sean, we gotta get at your head a little bit because you went missing in action after that last loss.
Yeah.
You were missing in action. We couldn't find you. You was on a milk carton like your boy Tyrese Haliburton, man. What happened?
Well, not the last loss, the first loss, but the
game
last
4.
loss. Nah.
Game 4. You was in the witness protection program at the game 4.
No, I wasn't. We was good.
Okay.
We was good. We wasn't bad.
So you was giving your guys a pep talk to help them get right for the next game.
That's right.
Well, it didn't work.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Yo, Expert, me and you were talking during the game, and I think it stood out to us. One, TJ McConnell got busy. He was that guy. Obi Toppin, I told y'all back in game 3, if he stopped shooting threes all the time and go to the rack, good things were going to happen. He had, 17? He was getting to the paint. And he was being aggressive, getting layups. 12, yeah. I think, 2 games ago he had 17. I think that's right.
Right. Last game he had 12.
Yeah, 12
right.
Last game.
Game 4, I think he had 17 when he busted them 2 threes back to back. But even still, he was being aggressive. He was getting to the rack.
Very aggressive.
Yeah.
Very aggressive. Yeah.
Pascal, getting to the rack. But how you going to have TJ McConnell get on a heater? I think before he got taken out, between him and Pascal Siakam, they had scored basically y'all last like 12 points between the two of them.
Yeah.
Because McConnell came down and got like 9 buckets. He got a layup. He got a 3. He got
get it nice.
A midi. You know what I'm saying?
And it's looking good.
He was getting busy.
Yep. Yeah. He's a spark plug. He just bring a different energy.
And he was not afraid, dog. When I'm watching these games, Matherin and Neesmith go back and forth between either one of them looking scared. Like they don't want to be out there. Especially Matherin, when he's shooting them free throws, he looked like Nick Anderson. He don't want to be on the line. He don't want the ball. Expert, he's trying to get up out that stadium.
It's crazy though because he had a real good game 3, and then game 4 he missed the last 4 free throws.
Yeah,
and we were actually down by 4.
Nick Anderson.
We were down by 4. And this was the end of the game. So I don't know I don't know, but he's hot and cold. That's who he is. He's still young, so he's still learning.
Expert, you remember? You remember we played basketball and a guy would go to the free throw line and you would see in their eyes they didn't want that smoke. They did not want to be on the free throw line, and they alligator arm that thing.
Yeah. No, I remember all that. I mean, that's what happens especially at the end of games when you really need those free throws and that adrenaline starts getting in, that heart starts beating. I mean, if you're not ready for it, you're gonna miss. And that's what was going on. But as far as what we were talking about, with the way the coaching and just not having the right people in, and Pascal Siakam was doing his thing. He had 28 points. And you had TJ McConnell. McConnell, he had 18 and he was balling throughout the whole game. But then at the end, then you don't have him in, and you got Tyrese Haliburton in, who didn't have any field goals. Didn't even really seem like he was really into the game. Of course,
he was hurt.
They were saying he was injured and stuff like that. But
you know why he was injured, right?
Why was he injured?
Because he got them doggone LaMelo balls on. He got them Pumas on.
Oh, my goodness.
If he quit wearing them, he ain't going to be injured no more.
Hey, maybe not. But if you're injured and you don't feel that you can play, then don't play. Or if you see that you're messing the game up for your team, then you need to get out the game if you can't really do what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Tyrese Haliburton really was having a terrible game. The coach should have picked up on that and had him on the bench and keep McConnell in. McConnell was balling.
He was
Hey,
cooking.
and really doubling on that. After halftime, he shouldn't have came out. They should have kept him in the back. They should have started whatever treatment that he needed for that injury. They should have started that, because here's the thing: it's game 5. So whether we lose, we still got to go home and play another game.
Right.
So I'd rather a healthier Haliburton for the next 2 possible games than trying to stick him out there. They should have sat him down. He should have never came out halftime. Right. That was the biggest mistake.
Especially when you saw he could not get around anybody. He wasn't even looking at the rim.
He didn't look right.
He didn't even try to shoot the ball. He couldn't get no traction, had no speed, no burst. The crossover wasn't doing anything. And basically the defense was keeping y'all on the perimeter the whole time, where you couldn't even get into an offense. Then you get into late pick and roll situations and jacking up bad shots. I mean, it's coaching malpractice for TJ to go on a heater, bust like, give you 6 in a row, and then Pascal Siakam came back after a horrible call. And I'm gonna say it's a horrible call. We're gonna get into the refs. The refs also deserve some
wow.
Yeah, they deserve some blame pie on this one. But it was a horrible call. How you gonna hold the ball and wait for a team to challenge? Expert Sean, when they start doing that, when they start holding the ball so then you can challenge, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, the fouls are so bad that ref fouled him. He hit him. He pushed him off. Like, man, see, I'm trying to play ball, man. What are y'all doing? I'm trying to play ball.
Right. He holding the ball like
and pushed him. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. That don't make no sense.
Have you seen that in a game where the ref gonna hold the ball so the other team got time to challenge?
Yep, we saw it.
I'm talking about before last night.
In the final. Yep, good. Just like we say, we're gonna talk about the refs. We had a lot of firsts. That was one of the first I've seen.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that before. Expert, you seen that before?
Nah, and it's obvious, it's better for the NBA if Oklahoma wins, rather than the Pacers.
Ooh,
but
get me started.
But as far as the fouls go, man,
why? Because the MVP play for their team. Is that why? Because they got the MVP.
Ooh.
Yeah, because they got the MVP. Yeah. So they want the MVP to win the championship. So,
hey man, don't get me started on that, man. But that's a whole nother subject. I could go.
Yeah, but look, as far as the fouls go, though, the fouls actually, I say, if you look at the numbers, the fouls were called evenly. I mean, one team had 25 fouls, the other team had 26 fouls. So that was called evenly. Now, there were some things in there that the refs got wrong. There were some things in there that the refs got wrong. There were some travel calls that they missed. There was some things they missed, but I saw a few things on both sides.
Bruh.
But I mean, if you look at the numbers, one team had 25 fouls.
Yeah, but it was a lot of makeup calls in there too. It was the timeliness of them fouls, bro. It's the timeliness of them.
Here's the real numbers. The real numbers of this: Jalen Williams shot 12 free throws. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shot 14 free throws. That's crazy. That's crazy. That don't make no sense. Matter of fact, the rest of the team really didn't shoot that many free throws. They were the two that shot all those free throws. They shot 2 less free throws than our whole team. That's crazy.
Sean, this is the thing. It's like Shaq and Kobe. They're going to shoot a lot of free throws. My issue is it's the way they're being called, right? You're not calling Shai for the offensive foul. Like every play, he's pushing off with the arm. That rib shot, it's ridiculous.
He give him the rib shot. He give him a boom, that little quick rib shot. And then, of course, I'm going to fall. You hit me in my rib.
But my thing is, if you're not going to call the offensive foul, then just let it play out. Just let it play out. And then, what is this game? 4? 4 was back in Indiana. 4.
Yeah, the end of game 4.
At the end of game 4, we watched him pick up his pivot foot and walk, and then hit a fadeaway.
After the push off, he did another rib shot push off.
And then Doris Burke had the nerve to be like, "Yo, he get 2 steps." Now, when you pick up your pivot foot, you don't.
Hey, shout out to ESPN Super Slow Mo. This is some of the best slow motion footage we've been getting. Like, it's really, really good. It's better than football because you actually see the details in basketball, especially the slow motion that you're seeing, because it's good. Because all it's doing is exposing Shai. It's exposing.
No, now TJ McConnell did walk though. He had a bad travel underneath the basket. He had a real bad travel.
We'll take
so
it.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Especially you, Sean, because I know this is your team. The Pacers your team.
Here comes
but
the hate.
yeah, I think y'all are just complaining about nothing, honestly. The both of y'all. And this is where I'll become.
Bro, you the main one on the phone talking about the Shea offensive foul every time. Are you serious?
No, he does. He does, but I'm about to get to that.
Okay.
I'm about to get
Don't
to that.
leave that part out.
No, I'm getting to that, but I do think y'all can complaining about nothing. First of all, the Pacers lost that game because they just didn't play well enough. Forget that little offensive foul thing that y'all talking about.
The Pacers lost that game because your coach is a bonehead and took out the hot players.
I got that. But they didn't play well enough. The fouls were called evenly. And then Shea's little push-off, that little push-off thing that he does, I don't know if y'all been watching the NBA this season, throughout the season or not, but that is a normal – that shouldn't be – now, don't get me wrong, that shouldn't be happening. But if you watch these games, it happens. You're just noticing it now because you're in the finals and it's Shea doing it. But that's been a normal thing throughout the NBA all season. That's something I complained about all season, like what this push-off thing with multiple different players. So that's just something they've been allowing. It's just more recognizable now because you see Shea doing it. But, I mean, that's been a normal thing throughout the season. Right now, I just say the better team won this last game.
Oh, yeah, the better coach team. The better coach team.
Yeah, and here's the thing about the refs.
Better team.
Here's the thing about the refs. Rick Carlisle, the day before, literally defended the refs in a press conference. Y'all saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they was talking about Scott Foster, he literally said, it's ridiculous. He said it's ridiculous, the hate that they're getting, the criticism. And what do they do the first 2 minutes of the game? Come on, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. He flipped. He couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. He got the tech because he couldn't believe it. Like, man, I just said that y'all the best in the world. And then this is how you, okay. And the ref
he
is
like, got thrown out. He should have got thrown out.
I would have, if he should have got thrown out because again, you got to make a statement.
Right.
You got to make that statement. And really a lot of those coaches, especially playing the Thunder this whole playoffs, they should have got thrown out the first game because it's ridiculous.
Sean, you know why he should have got thrown out? You know why he should not just because it's ridiculous. He should have got thrown out so he couldn't mess up the game at the end. That's why he should have got thrown out. So he couldn't watch the game at the end.
Haliburton shouldn't have been in the back. He should have been watching the game in the back.
He should have been on an exercise bike or something else, or he should have been out there. Medicine table somewhere else. Yeah. And then how do you take this? Okay. I'll tell you, man. I call expert right away. We watching the fourth quarter, and I said, yo, man, how do you take Pascal Siakam out? This dude just scored like 9 in a row.
Yeah.
He had that bad call, gets a steal. Now, he did push the guy. It was a foul when he fouled Chet to get the ball, but refs let it go. He got that layup. Yeah. It was the dunk. Then he came back down and busted a three, and he pulled straight up. Wow. That's not even his game.
Yeah. He had 3 of them.
And then you take him out? What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pascal Siakam was hooping. He had 3 threes that game. I mean, he had 28 points. He's the best player on that team. How you take him out? I mean, you down. You need him to come back. He's the best player on your team. You need to keep him in there and get to work. So,
bro, you got it a 3-point game. Terrible. It's 6 minutes left, and you was like, you know what? The 2 guys is on fire. I think I'm gonna take those guys out. Yeah, I'll sit those 2 guys down. I'm gonna bring in a guy that's scared, and I'm gonna bring in a guy that's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make this up. That's coaching malpractice. If I was the owner, I might have fired Rick Carlisle after that game because it was so stupid. I might have fired that guy because it was so stupid. You're going to fire
the coach that got you to the NBA Finals the first 25 years. It sounds like New York.
Bro.
Don't be like New York.
You see, Denver got Mike Malone up out of here. He got Mike Malone up out of here, and he got fired right before.
Yeah, he won a title.
They fired him before he could even coach a playoff game.
Well, he was. We know why Mike Malone, he ain't scared. He let him know that you ain't doing your job. You hold him accountable. And Joker was like, no, I don't need to hear all this. So he said, get him out of here. Get him out of here now.
Man.
Horses and ponies or whatever.
Man, Rick Carlisle did such a terrible job coaching that I think he might be be getting some money. He might have bet on the game or something or whatever. He did. I mean, come
Insider
on. This
trading?
is Rick Carlisle, one of the greatest coaches to coach the game, making bad decisions like this. He might be getting some money or something. I don't know.
Bro, and then his use of the timeouts at the end of the game was like head scratcher, yo. These dudes going on a run, you got to call a timeout and stop the bleeding. I didn't understand that. And then the way he used that challenge at the end, yo, it was obvious that the ball was out on Pascal. He kicked the ball out. It was obvious.
Yeah.
Just let the challenge go and keep the timeout. You needed timeout more. You needed the challenge.
Exactly.
That was ridiculous.
I didn't understand that one. I didn't understand that one at all.
And then take Obi Toppin out and put Miles Turner in, he hasn't been bad in the series, but he was too slow at the end of the game. He wasn't really effective. You brought
he
in
had like a little weird limp.
Yeah,
he had some weird little limp. It was like a weird limp. So I don't know.
You brought in 3 guys that's not scoring for 3 guys that were scoring.
Yeah.
So that equals a loss.
That's just crazy.
To me, this loss may have lost y'all the championship, bro. I know y'all been walking dead, y'all zombies, and keep getting up. Mike, they the whisperers because they keep coming back.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is our first time down in a series, the whole playoff. So
no, I'm not saying that. Y'all will lose. Y'all will lose and come back and win a game.
Oh,
That's been what's been going on.
Yeah.
So Sean, what do you think about your team going into? I mean, realistically, going into the next game after this loss, and after they kind of just got demolished this last game. Do you think they're demoralized? Do you think they're gonna come back and take this next one?
It's all on Haliburton, and how healthy he is, how he's gonna be available, and if he can't play effective, then that's not gonna be good. It's really not. It's really not. But ultimately, even with that, they gotta stop the turnovers, man. They gotta stop the turnovers. That's huge, man. That's huge.
Bro, that jump passing. Stop jump passing, bro. Cut that out.
I said it, man. I said it was lazy passes all night, man.
Yeah.
The passes were too lazy, and they weren't even paying attention. But it was that window in that third quarter where they actually figured it out. So there's a way to get them, and they know it. They beat them twice already. So and they going home. So
yeah, but you going home with your quote unquote superstar. He's not a superstar, Sean. We got to address that. He is not a superstar. Cut that out. Don't say that again. He's not a superstar. He's a good player.
4 free throw.
A good player that led his team to the finals?
No, he's a good player.
That don't mean you're a superstar.
Listen.
Okay, so how about this?
Listen. I'm not saying he's a superstar. I'm not saying he's a superstar. I'm not saying that. But what other point guard at this point would you pick for your team?
Well, first off, Chauncey Billups did this and won. So
yeah.
I wouldn't even put him on Mr. Big Shot's level. He's not there. He's not even at that level.
Now, Mr. Big Shot's level is because he won a championship.
Yeah, but he was a more consistent player, though, at the end of games, dog. He actually would look at the rim. There's been multiple games.
Wait a minute.
Dog, Richard Jefferson said it. He said Tyrese Haliburton at some point before he got injured. This was a game 1, he said it. And in game 2. You have to look at the rim at some point. You have to. And Tyrese Haliburton decides in the last 3 minutes of the game, I'm going to try to score. That's crazy. What are you, John Stockton? John Stockton more aggressive than he was on scoring.
It got him to the finals.
No,
it got him through the playoffs.
It's about to make you lose the finals too.
Hey, well, that's all we could do. All we could do is whatever his health is.
But you asked X4, I already know what I'm about to say. You asked what point guard I'll take Trae Young, and I bet you'll be up. I bet you that game you wouldn't have blown. You wouldn't have blown game 4. You would have closed it out.
Hey, what Trae Young at?
Oh, that's fine. He ain't playing with nobody though.
It's not fine. He ain't. No, next.
He's not playing with nobody.
Pick another point guard.
Yeah, you got to have a team.
Okay.
It takes a team to.
That's right. He ain't got a team. It ain't his time.
Jalen Brunson. If you swapped him out for Jalen Brunson right now, y'all would not have lost game 4.
We beat him. We literally.
You asked what other point guard though? You asked what other point guard?
We beat him. We beat that point guard.
You put Jalen Brunson on the Pacers. They're the champions this season. You put him on the Pacers.
Thank you.
That's just crazy.
But why would we do that? Because we already
Dog, your team beat them. You said who could we swap them out and you gonna get better results. We just gave you 2 people. You want somebody else?
The best results is we in the finals right now. We beat them. Look, we beat all of them.
You do realize the Pacers been to the finals before and they won 2 games and went home, and that was the end of it. You do realize that.
Yeah, that was Shaq and Kobe. Yeah, that was Shaq and Kobe.
You getting ready to repeat the same thing again.
Hey, we'll see.
Expert.
Gotta play the game.
So we said Jalen Brunson and Trae Young. Can you give him somebody else that you would swap Tyrese Haliburton out and they probably gonna win the finals? It's a point guard. I'm not saying go get Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, another point guard.
Point guard.
Another point guard? I mean, shoot, you could have put, and he's not even a pass first point guard, but you could have put, Kyrie Irving or somebody on there.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I mean, because Kyrie Irving's going to get you more than 4 free throws. Kyrie Irving is going to take over. You know? So,
yeah.
I mean.
But again, we seen that play out before, so, you know.
I got another one for you. Jamal Murray.
He's a champ. He's a champ.
Yeah, but Jamal Murray
doesn't
scorer. Bring it all the time.
And he's too inconsistent.
It's because he's
injured.
It depends on what Jamal Murray you're going to get.
Yeah, it's you know, and don't forget Jamal Murray has the luxury of playing with the best player in the world.
I would give you that, but I think his issue is he's always injured, yo. That dude is
and he stay injured.
He's injured a lot. I mean, when healthy though, he's a monster.
The biggest issue, the biggest issue is what Sean said. It's those turnovers. I mean, one team had 23 turnovers. The other team had 11 turnovers. Forget what the refs, forget all that stuff. It doesn't matter how Carlisle coaches and all that stuff. If you're going to get 23 turnovers and the other team gets 11, whether the coach is coaching good or coaching bad, most times you're going to lose that game.
Oh, yeah. You deserve to lose. You don't deserve to win. You didn't earn it.
And when you think about it, 22 turnovers and the way that the Thunder play, that's potential 22 points. I mean, 44 points.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally.
Exactly.
That's potential 44 points.
Even if you cut that in half, that's still over 20 points that you just gave away.
Yeah. And we only lost by 11. We only lost by 11. That's the key. You kill them turnovers, you get more possession.
This is why T.J. McConnell got to play more, because when McConnell was in the game, y'all were not turning the ball over like that.
Mm-hmm. Look,
you gotta pepper him in though. He can't start. He can't just be that guy the whole time. That's why he's coming off the bench. So,
and that's why it's crazy, because a role player ain't gonna give you that every game. If you notice, what did the Thunder do when Alex Caruso was hot in Game 4? They rolled Alex Caruso and kept him out there. They didn't say, "Oh, go sit down. You got 20 on the road. That's enough. Go sit down." No, finish this thing out.
They kept him out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see Lou Dort out there. We saw him out there. So, it's just, I hope y'all rebound. Like I said, I hope that y'all can pull another Walking Dead and get up out the grave.
We'll be all right.
But I feel like this is like remember when the Undertaker used to have all them the matches where, what was it, the casket match? I feel like y'all in the casket, bro. I feel like y'all just fell off that damn cage. Remember when they had the cage, you be on the top and you fell all the way to the floor and you ain't moving no more?
Yeah.
That's what just happened yesterday, dog.
It's an elimination game, man. This is pretty much what it is. It's pretty much you gotta get it done. Gotta get it done.
Because see, here's
no matter
the thing.
what.
You blew Game 4, which you should have won. You had that in the palm of your hand.
We
you
blew that one. We blew
this one, you played uphill all game. You kept getting close, especially in the third quarter. You kept cutting it 3. You would get back to 12, cut it back to 3, get back to 12, and then you find a way to lose this one. And now your best player is hurt. That don't equal
first of
a
all,
championship.
He's not their best player.
No, that's true. Well, your most popular player.
Yeah, your most popular player. But look, y'all
Pascal
lost
Siakam's
by
your best
11
player.
points.
Look at him.
Yeah,
Pascal Siakam is your best player.
Listen, he's a champ, and he's a pro. He's amazing, and he is the best player. He's the best all-around player.
There
but again, it doesn't matter because the offense still runs through Tyrese Haliburton. It runs through him. It's not about his scoring. It's definitely about his energy. It's about
definitely
getting
ain't about
everybody
his scoring. The man averaging 14 points a game in the finals.
Yeah. It does run through Tyrese Haliburton. That's why y'all had so many turnovers this last game. That's why y'all lost. That's why y'all lost by 11, and the Thunder had 9 points off turnovers. You know,
So let me ask
Tyrese
you
Haliburton, he was getting his assists, but he was assisting to the wrong team.
Nah, he
y'all
wasn't getting no assist.
Y'all think that he don't shook this label of being overrated? Has he shaken the label, or has he made it worse?
He making it worse right now. Yeah, this is the reason.
Well, I mean, look, hurt is hurt. He shouldn't have been out there.
Yeah.
He just shouldn't have been out there. He shouldn't have been out there.
No, yeah, true.
He didn't even look right.
The coach got to protect you from yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, the coach got to protect you from yourself.
To answer your question, KP, about the overrated thing, this is why Tyrese Haliburton is looking overrated, and it's not just because of the finals. If you look at it, he didn't even get the Eastern Conference MVP. You know, Siakam got that.
He did.
Or whatever. You know, so he still didn't get that. And then in the finals, he's been kind of treacherous in the finals. He hadn't been showing up. You know, he had one game that was all right, but he hadn't really been showing up. So, I mean,
he a buzzer beater. Wait a minute. He beat him in game one.
That's one game.
It didn't happen? Did it happen?
But you need 4 of them. You need 4 performances like that. He's giving us one.
You need one game at a time. You need one game at a time.
We've been playing every game at a time, and he hasn't been showing up. You know what I'm saying? One game at a time. We don't play 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, he's had 5 chances. He showed up once. You know, this is the thing that I'm happy about. This is what I keep telling KP. This is the reason why I'm saying the stuff that I'm saying right now.
Let's go.
I really wanted KP's team to lose, the Cavaliers, because, you know, my Lakers lost. So I'm happy about that.
He was mad because he was the first one at home. He been at home.
Yeah, I was the first one.
He been at home for like 6 months now. And he got up out of there quick. Hey, Sean, he got up out of there quick. He ain't even compete. They just laid down.
Ron and them watching.
Misery
watching.
Yes, misery loves company. So, Sean, I need you on that misery boat with me, okay? If I'm gonna be miserable, I need you with me.
We still breathing though, man. We still breathing, man. We still pumping. We got to get it, man. Look.
I think you got one left. You got one left. You got one game left. I think so.
I think it's over this next game.
That's all we need. We need
if they wasn't going home, it's definitely
going home. We're going home.
So they got the role players. Matherin and Neesmith might show back up again. I don't know.
Yeah,
they might come back to work.
It ain't gonna be no steamroll, nah.
Mike, because you remember,
Jaylen,
you know,
he ain't gonna hit 40 again next game. So
no.
Jalen Williams, he ain't gonna get 40 again next game. So you know they're gonna have to win another way.
I was saying, Mike, you know people that was supposed to be on the clock. They was on the schedule and they did not show up to work. That's been Neesmith and Matherin. So hopefully they decide to check in and actually punch their card and show up and work.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Hey, Neesmith, hey, I can't blame him, bro. He got taking all them rib shots. All them rib shots. Hey, man, this dude out there, he a boxer.
Cut it out, man.
He getting all them rib shots in slow-mo, too. Wow. Like, you see it. If you don't see that as a basketball fan and you don't go,
to Mike's point,
it'll just make you turn. And listen, it's even worse because Doris Burke. Hey man, I love Doris Burke because you could hear it when she's when they watching the replay. It's like she's supposed to say something, and she want to say something,
but she got to toe that Disney line.
But that's why she paused. Richard Jefferson, he's just quick with, he's the best player in the league. Like no, Doris Burke, she can't even breathe it out. It's that obvious, man. It's that obvious. It's that obvious.
So is Shea? So is Shea the best in the league, or is he top 5?
Yes.
Yeah, he's top 5.
Yes.
He is. He's top 5.
Is he the best in the league?
No. He's not better than Joe.
This season he is.
Nah. Joe can't have a coach.
On his way to being Kobe Bryant 2.0, bro.
Joker didn't have a coach. Matter of fact, Joker coached.
No, you sent your coach home. That's on you. You fired the coach.
Yeah.
But he coached the games. He was coaching those games in the playoffs. He didn't have a coach. But that don't make Shea that just because they made a stupid move by firing their coach, that don't make Shea better than Joker. Joker better.
What I do want to see, I want to see the Thunder get a point guard and Shea play shooting guard and really let that man cut loose.
Yeah.
That's what I would love to see.
And that's crazy because whenever Neesmith is on him, he don't do too good. Neesmith don't do good at all. Like, he's too big. And like you said, if he goes to that 2-guard position, he can dominate.
See, I really can play good defense on him too. That was a good switch up, putting a bigger defender on him. Because Nembhard, man, they don't totally took him out the game. He's like,
he's using everything to stick. He's using everything to defend him. He's using everything.
Y'all have to switch the game plan up because he's giving y'all nothing offensively. So
like he didn't play Shepard that much, and I remember Shepard in that was game 3. Shepard was all on him, man. He was all over him. So I liked it better when they were alternating between the three guards sticking him, and giving everybody a breather because that was more effective. But nah, man, he can't stay on him the whole game.
Whoever that center is that played for Thomas Bryant, I like that guy. I ain't never seen him before, but I like what he brought to the table. I thought he was a creative player when he came in. I ain't never seen him or heard of him before.
Yeah, he's physical.
That's what I was gonna say before we get out of here. I told Expert when y'all took out y'all starting lineup and the game is basically out of hand. It's almost a 20-point lead. Why would you leave your starters in? Nothing but bad things can happen. Now, fortunately, it didn't, but that is boneheaded, bro. That's not winning, dog. That's not winning coaching, bro. When you up by 20 and it's a minute left, take them guys out like the Bulls and put some ice on their knees and go sit down somewhere. Because God forbid something happened to Shea and y'all blow it because you wanted to make a point and you up by 20, that's ridiculous. That's Bush League, man.
They've been playing all year like that. They've been playing all year like that. That's how they play, man. That's how they play. That's why Shea, he's the leading scorer because he put in the most minutes. That's how the team play.
Even if they up by 15 at the end, Shea's still gonna be in there running it up.
That's how they do it. I watched them dudes up by 25. This dude was still out there in the fourth quarter, man.
That's ridiculous, though.
Mm-hmm.
They play like that's the way they play.
Yeah, get them up out of there.
All they got to do is do it one more game, and it worked out.
They gotta try. They gotta try it.
What y'all think,
they gotta
man?
Try it.
Did the NBA do better with the presentation? Because they put the digital finals on the floor. I hate it, yo.
No,
it looks like a regular
bad.
season game. I cannot wait for NBC, yo. ABC is horrible.
Yeah, man. It's ESPN, man. It's not good at all. And it is really, especially since TNT is gone at this point, and TNT is gone to ESPN. And I hope that TNT bring everything, the style, the way that they feature the game, because ESPN's is just bad. Man. It's just not good at all. It's not good.
Yeah.
No storytelling, no swag.
Yeah, I wonder how ESPN how they went so downhill, because they used to be, the thing. It's just everything's going downhill with them so bad.
Yeah, because that's when they had Mark Jackson and they had the other
Jeff Van
coach.
Gundy.
When they had Jeff Van Gundy, that's when it was good.
Yeah,
that's when like you said, they had storytelling. They had different aspects of it. It could be a blowout, and them dudes are just having good conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
That was the difference, though.
Well, I think here's the thing: ESPN is good at football presentation. They're even good at baseball presentation, but they terrible at basketball because they basically are doing Control C and then Control V, right? They're doing copy and then paste. And it's a whole different sport with a different format. And you cannot just keep cloning what you do for football and bringing it to basketball. That doesn't work.
No.
I think they need fresh new people, too. They need us to help them out, honestly.
There you go. Now you talking.
Yeah.
So
they do.
Yeah.
Who you got winning Game 6?
Thunder.
We gonna win Game 6. We gonna win Game 6. We gonna win Game 6. That's right. Game 6. Game 6. We gonna win it. We gonna win it. We got this.
Hurt Haliburton?
Hey, he gonna have to sit down. We gonna win this.
They not gonna win without him.
We ain't got no choice.
Yeah, but you don't know the TJ gonna be hot like that again, bro.
It don't matter. This is
Remember,
it. This is a game. Wait, this is an elimination game in the final. This is pretty much what everything you played for the whole season right now. So to go out there and expect them to do anything less than the best, nah, they gonna ball out because they have to.
Speaking of TJ, man, I don't know why his shot don't get blocked every single time. I mean,
That's
when he shoots, he puts the ball right in your face.
And he doing it over Hartenstein. He doing it with Chet under the rim.
Too. It's got a hitch to it too.
Yep.
That's a crazy shot. Sean, I've been rocking with you the whole finals. But I think this is where I get off the boat, man.
That's all right.
I think so, bro.
Hey.
If Haliburton weren't hurt, I would say yes, but I'm having a hard time seeing it, man. Hopefully I'm wrong.
Let me tell y'all something. I've been pedaling this boat by myself for a long time.
Hey, Sean over there, rock the boat. Rock the
boat. Hey, I've been pedaling this boat by myself for a long time. So, hey, it's the final.
Haliburton to get on that boat with you.
Hey.
Yo, he about to be going fishing.
Don't roll. I don't want him to do nothing. I want him to sit back and heal. I rode a boat. I got this.
All right, expert, we gonna end it like this. Who's in the gone fishing picture with them? Who's in the gone fishing picture with the Pacers? Because I'm gonna say,
whoa, that's so disrespectful. Wait a minute, how you do a gone? Wait, well, yeah, you do have a gone fishing that's out there. That's right. And we gave it to you too. So, and you know,
we're gonna put
that was an early one.
We're gonna put Haliburton, Rick Carlisle, and Sean. We're gonna put them all in the picture together.
Hey. And I'll be
up there. Reggie Miller? Reggie Miller got to be there too.
He gonna be there.
Yeah. Now Reggie Miller, yeah, and Reggie Miller be at them games jumping around, clapping, and all that. Oh man, I'm glad they lose.
They need Reggie to suit up. That's what they need. They need Reggie to suit up.
That's what they need. Yeah.
He look like he can play right now, man. He look like he can walk over there and give you a good 10.
Nah, we good, bro. We good, bro. He watching like the rest of the league. We good. We got
this. Who gonna be on that with y'all? Travis Best, Dale Davis, and Derek McKee. They all gonna be in there. Oh, and Hayward Workman. Shout out to Hayward Workman. Yes, I know you're right.
Yeah.
He gonna be there too.
Come on, hey, all fire, legends.
It was cool seeing all of them at the game too. Up at the Pacers when they're at home, all of them attending the game.
Legends, man.
You know, just a little nostalgia seeing some of the older players. You know,
fact.
Legends, man. That's legends. That's legends, bro.
Bro, that Ross used to get the Hawks the blues, bro. With Vern Fleming, they used to get them the blues, bro.
Yeah, man.
The Hawks could not beat them for nothing, man. But y'all continue to like, share, subscribe, tap in with us. Let us know who you think is going to win Game 6. And we're going to be going live after Game 6 because this thing might be over anyway. So we're going to go live. Y'all pull up. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Go Pacers. Everybody else sleeping watching. Everybody else sleeping watching. That's right. Everybody else sleeping watching. So whatever squad you got, unless you OKC, you watching. Watch us. Game 6. Let's go. Let's
pull
go.
Up
Let's
for the live screen for Game 6, man. Like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, peace.